Welcome back, Hodlers. Today we're going to be talking about our DeFi portfolio. These are some regular videos that I'm going to have out anytime I move some money around in DeFi. I'm going to make a video to update where my portfolio is. Today we're going to be specifically looking at what's on my Matic system in terms of DFYN. So we do have DFYN and Matic that we just ended our farm basically when I was away for vacation. So to go over exactly what we have right now, we are sitting at currently roughly 523 Matic and 370 DFYN in my wallet. The reason why I say in my wallet is because we do have some DFYN still locked up in the popular farms, and every 2 months we're going to have a little bit more released until we finally have all of that DFYN. So I've selected 2 farms to go into, so we're going to go over exactly what we're going to do to stake this liquidity into the pools, and then what APYs we're getting and all of that fun stuff. If you do like these types of videos or the updates on the portfolios in general, go ahead and give me a like, subscribe to the channel, and just drop a comment down below whether or not you would have gone into a different farm than maybe I did. So first I want to look at the popular farms. The first farm that we are going into is actually DFYN and Ethereum. So with DFYN and ETH, we are getting approximately a 292% APY, and with the lockup period is 19 days. So again, that doesn't mean that you can't pull out your money in the 19 days. It just means that you can't get your rewards, your vested rewards, until those 19 days are up, and then it's on a release schedule. And the second farm that we're going into for the dual farms is Root and DFYN, which comes up to a 223% APY. If you look at Reddit protocol here, we've had that massive spike that happened around the 3rd, and it's just basically going on an uptrend from there. Now it is still a new token. It's approximately ranked 615 right now with a market cap of 220 million, but a circulating supply of 4.3 billion. And obviously max supply of 20 billion, but we're not currently there yet. Now they're looking to be the future of cross-chain. So you guys know that I'm big into cross-chain. This is what DeFi basically tries to bring to the table in having a cross-chain decentralized exchange. This is also things like Hotcross is doing the similar thing where they're doing essentially that cross-chain analysis. So they're going to have PokeSwap and everything else. And that's basically what we're working at here. The big thing to keep in mind is just interoperability. We want to make sure that all these different projects can all talk to each other and work with each other. Because if you don't have that, you really don't have a good, healthy ecosystem. Now, right now, the testnet isn't currently up as of recording this video. I haven't taken a look at it, but this is essentially the first time that I was able to take a look. But the roadmap does say that the testnet should be live, so I'm not sure if they're just down for maintenance. But they are saying that the main net is going to be happening in Q3, the current quarter. Cross-chain DAO will be in Q3, and then they'll have the dedicated chain for router infrastructure in Q4. And obviously we have a lot of big partners, one being Avex and Polygon. So with that in mind, let's go ahead and set up our farms as we want it. So first we're going to head up to our swap, and we do have some Matic. Now just to make everything even, make it all quick, and because Matic fees are super cheap, I'm just going to change all the Matic so I don't have to do math right here on the fly. I'm going to change it all to DFYN because that's what we're going to be using in both farms. So I'm going to switch this over to DFYN. So this 523 Matic, we do see that we do get a authorization here. So we'll just confirm that. We see that the gas fee is below a cent, basically. It's super cheap, doesn't cost anything essentially to do this. Once we've done this, I've switched all of my Matic to DFYN. So now what I'm going to do is switch to DFYN. And then I'm going to buy the tokens that I want to stake. So I do want to stake in ETH. Now to do this, we're going to pull up our calculator and we're going to look at how much DFYN we have. Currently we have 698 DFYN, but we want to use half of that on one farm and half of it on another. So we're going to divide that by 2, and now we have 349. Now if we divide that by 2, we have 174, which means we can buy 174 DFYN worth of ETH and route. So if we go 174.5, which is our number there, and switch our Matic to our Ethereum. And now we're buying 0.13 of ETH with our little bit of DFYN. Now the reason why I'm only buying this with a little bit of DFYN is because I need some DFYN left over to create a liquidity pool, because we're obviously using 2 tokens together. So we're going to go ahead and sign this. And once it is completed, go ahead and close. Now while we're at it, we're also going to buy our root finance. So we're going to buy the exact same amount with DFYN, 174.5. We're going to change ETH to root. And we're going to swap that. Now we can close. So now that we have all our tokens, it is time to go ahead and put them into LP tokens. So now we will go to Pool. We're going to add liquidity. And at this point, we want to select the token pair that we have. So first, we're going to do our ETH and DeFi. So we're going to select DeFi. And then our second token, we're going to select Ethereum. So for this, we're just going to hit max, do max Ethereum, and then we can go ahead and supply. Now, once you hit supply, you just confirm that supply. You'll have to sign on your MetaMask, and you should have it complete. Just go ahead and close. Now you have DeFi ETH LP tokens, so liquidity pool tokens. So next it's time to do our root finance. So we're going to go ahead and change our ETH to root. We're going to go ahead and hit max, and then we're going to supply. So approve and then sign. Then we hit supply, and then confirm our supply and sign, and we should get a confirmation. Now we've gone ahead and we've put both of our DeFi tokens in both Root Finance and ETH pairs. So now it's time to add those to our farms. So we're going to go ahead and go to our farms and go to Popular Farms first. And then we're going to scroll down and find DFYN and ETH, which is our first farm. And we're going to go ahead and deposit. We're going to go here and deposit the LP tokens. So we're going to go max. And approve, and then sign on your MetaMask, and then deposit, and then confirm. So the whole thing costs a fraction of a cent. Didn't cost me anything to really get it in there. And now that it's in there, I am gaining a 290% APY on this specific farm. So now that we've refreshed, we can see exactly what we're getting in this liquidity pool. And we're earning on this farm 2.78 DFYN a day. Now going to the other farm that we chose, go ahead and go to Dual Farms. And now you don't have to choose the exact farms that I choose. You can go ahead and choose whatever projects you want. But these are just the two that I chose. We're going to go to Root and DeFi. So deposit, same thing. And basically the same lockup period, 19 days. Now just deposit that LP token. Hit max. Hit approve. Sign. And deposit. And confirm. And there we go. Alright, so now you can see on this farm, we're earning 0.3 root a day. So we are earning some root, and we're earning 1.23 DFYN every day. So it shows our rewards here, and the same goes with the other farm. If we go to back to the popular farms, go back to our ETH and DFYN over at the top and hit manage, we can see exactly what we've already earned, which is that amount. So once the farm lockup is done in 19 days, come back, re-get your LP token, which is exactly what I did, and go ahead and redeploy them into other pools. Now you don't have to keep it in the same DEX. You could go ahead and put it on PancakeSwap for all I care. But this is just showing you exactly how to rearrange your pools once it's all said and done. Now when you are ready to claim some rewards from a past pool, you would go to the pool, you would select that pool from the bottom of the list. So down here I do have manage for this reward, but this pool has ended. You go ahead and manage, and you just claim the rewards once it's available. Obviously I've already claimed some of mine, but I can go ahead and claim some more in another couple months. But that's it for me. Hopefully you guys understand a little bit more about DeFi and everything else. I'm going to be showing other decentralized exchanges. I'll probably be putting out a video over the next couple of weeks of my entire DeFi portfolio, everything on DeFi platforms. So that's excluding hodl bags. But we all know the power of DeFi, and we all know the power of earning on our cryptocurrency, and this is going to be the future. So if you can learn this now, it's going to pay you dividends in the future. That's it for me. Go ahead and like, comment, and subscribe, and happy hodling.